Well, it's only a few days ago I was complaining about the heat. This morning it's a bit cold, so we're never happy. Mind you, when I woke up this morning, I thought, oh, what has happened? I'm back in Ireland. It's raining and it's cold. And then I realized, no, it's still in sunny California. Now, children, those of you who are making your first communion today, it's a very special day. It's always a special day. But now just imagine when you get older and when you become maybe a mum or a dad or a grandma or a granddad, and you tell your children then, well, on my first communion day, I made my first communion in a tent. You'll say, and not only did I make it in a tent, but everybody had a mask on, and they were all covered. Oh, it was totally strange. And then, and you'll be very unique. You really will. People will be wondering, oh, I never saw anything like that. So this is very special in many different ways. I read a lovely little story one time about a little girl. She went to the doctor because she wasn't feeling too well. And her mum took her to see the doctor. And so the doctor opened, he said, put your tongue out. And he looked at her tongue and he says, does Donald Duck live in there? And she said, no. And then he examined her little ears and he said, does Mickey Mouse live in there? She said, no. She thought he was quite silly. And he was really, yep. And then he examined her little heart. Okay, he said, you tell me who lives in your heart. And she said, Jesus lives in my heart. And that's very true. So in each one of your little hearts, Jesus lives. But the difference this morning is when you receive Holy Communion, He'll come to you in a very special way, more special than ever you've had before. And what will you say to Jesus when He comes into your heart this morning? Because some people often think, what will I say to Jesus? Well, I tell you what I say when I receive communion. I just say, thank you, Jesus, for coming into my heart this morning. Thank you, Jesus, for being with me. And then I think, and thank you, Jesus, for everything you do for me, every single day, every day of my life. Thank you for my mom, for my, suddenly the light shines. Yeah. This is Jesus shining a light. And Jesus is the light of my life. Yep, there you go. So now not only did you make your communion in a tent and you're wearing a mask, but then the light shone. So it's all very exciting. And I thank Jesus for all the wonderful things He does for me every day of my life. But I'm not an exception. He does for you too. He does for you too. And we had the lovely readings there this morning, and it's all about loving one another and caring for one another. So that's what I want each one of you to do. And it's lovely, I noticed this morning, it's lovely to see the way you are. You have your hands around your little ones, you're holding them close to you, and they're feeling a little cool, and you're there. And that's beautiful. And that's what life is all about. And continue doing that. And to the parents, don't we need people to show a bit of care nowadays and a bit of love? And hopefully we'll move on from the last few weeks and months and so on and get back to loving one another and caring for one another and not arguing and fighting and so on. And that's what I want, I hope for all of you. I'm sorry it's a little chilly here's a man coming with a coat or a robe. Good, yeah. So we're all feeling a little bit cold this morning, so I won't keep you too long. Is that fair? Good.